secret recordings released by activist filmmaker Lauren Windsor. She posed as a religious conservative and recorded the Alitos and Justice Roberts at a recent gala. Legal? Yes. Ethical? You tell me. Here is what Alito's wife, Martha Ann, said when asked about the recent flag flying controversy at the Alito's home. Remember this upside-down flag, that's the nation in distress, and this religious flag were displayed last year, flags both embraced by election deniers and Trump supporters, same thing, on January 6th.
You know what I want? I want a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag because I have to look across the lagoon at the Pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring to you. But when you are free of this nonsense, I'm putting it up, and I'm going to send them a message every day. Maybe every week I'll be changing the flags. The fem-Nazis believe that he should control me.
Yeah.
So we'll go to hell. He never controls me.
Very telling. We'll discuss why in a second. But first, the recordings also give you an earful of reality about the fact that justices absolutely have political and religious biases, just like the rest of us, maybe even more so. Why do I say that? Listen.
I don't know that we can negotiate with the left in the way that needs to happen for the polarization to end. I think that it's a matter of winning.
I think you're probably right. One side or the other is going to win. There can be a way of working, a way of living together peacefully, but it's difficult, because there are differences on fundamental things that really can't be compromised.
People in this country who believe in God have got to keep fighting for that, to return our country to a place of godliness.
Oh, I agree with you.
Revealing. But the most important clip to me was Justice Roberts, what he said on camera. I'm going to play that for you. But first, let's bring in the person who made the secret recordings, advocacy journalist, filmmaker, Lauren Windsor. It's good to have you.
Thanks, Chris.
So, absolutely legal. The stink on this is you had the right to do it, but was it right to do it? Why was this ethical and righteous in purpose by your estimation, Lauren?
Well, I mean, to all the pearl clutchers out there, when you have a Supreme Court that is shrouded in secrecy and doing its best to avoid any ethics accountability, I think that extreme measures are warranted. I don't think the founders ever intended for public, servants to just be rogue.
Do you believe that any of the things that were said were baited by you and not what the Alitos or Justice Roberts believed on their own?
Well, so, I have a lot of criticism against me about Justice Alito's responses, but there's a reason that I juxtapose the conversation that I had with him in 2023 versus the conversation that I had with him in 2024. And additionally, with the response of Chief Justice Roberts, Justice Alito could have responded in either of those ways. In 2023, he said, I don't know if there's a solution to repairing the polarization. I don't know. I don't know if we have a role. And then Chief Justice Roberts was more emphatic in similar questions. Do you want me deciding morality? Are we really polarized? This is, it's, relatively speaking, fairly tumultuous in a lot of different instances. And it's not our job to do that. It's our job to decide the cases. Justice Alito could have responded with either of those things the way he did the year before, or with Chief Justice Roberts, and he did not do that. So I don't think that I was baiting him. I think that it coaxed him into a position that either was already held or that he came to that over the past year.
Do you think that if you were to surreptitiously record the lefty justices, they would say things that people might find equally offensive?
I think it's easy for anybody to find anything offensive, so sure, yeah. But I don't think it's a matter of degree. And I just don't think that any of the liberal justices would say something that would betray a sense of, we can't be impartial to the cases that are before this court. And when you talk about impartiality, it really is a bedrock principle of our country, of the judiciary. And if you are saying, let me backtrack for a moment. Most people know and believe that Justice Alito is an ideologue, but it's quite another thing to have him saying in his own words that he can't be impartial, because he's saying there's some things that can't be compromised.
Right. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.